Hi guys, that's me, and today's video is actually a first for my channel where I'm a little bit out of character. I'm going to do a painting tutorial of sorts. Now, I've had a lot of people reply to my my Colourblind Wargamer video over the past few months since I released it, and one of the things that I did this morning was have a little play around with painting gems. And what you can see here on camera, if I just lift it up, is the result of painting gems what I like to call the Colourblind way, or the Kablam's way. And essentially this was achieved with a base colour, so in this instance it's the old blood red, I'm not sure what the new version is, a black wash, and just white. So those three colours are all you need to get to this stage. So this can be done with pretty much any light colour. So it can be done with a light blue, a pink, orange, any colour as long as it's fairly light. That's quite important. It needs to be fairly light. So that's what it looks like eventually, and what I want to do is I want to show you, unfortunately I don't have another model with that many gems on it, how you get from this stage here to what you just saw a moment ago. Right, so I may as well start off. Now I'm going to use a fairly big brush for this because putting the wash on doesn't need to be a very exact science. So all I do is I just apply a fairly thick black wash to the gem. So if it pulls around the bottom, that's not a problem, but if you can, you want to pull any of the pulls that are developed towards the back of the gem, so you end up with a little bit of a gradient there. And what you do is you let that dry. Okay, so once that's dry, what you end up with, if I show this from the top, is you have one lighter and one darker, so that gives you already an idea of the gradient you're going to get. Then it's just a matter of applying the wash a second time, except this time what you want to do is you want to choose the side which is going to be the contact point of the light. So for example, the light coming in this way, so this is where you're going to get your reflection. What you do is you paint only that part of the gem, like that. And what that does is it gives you a sort of darker area, and that's what you're looking for. Possibly put a little bit too much on here, so it's just a matter of that's the great thing about washes, is you can just sort of dab it off, no problem. And then if you get any on the model like I just have there, you can literally just soak it up with the paintbrush, and as long as it's thin it won't show up. So that's the second step. So there we go, the paint's dried on there. There's a little bit of pooling down around the edges of it, which I'm not really going to worry about. So that's all we've done with the wash, and what you've ended up with there is an even darker gem than the other side. Should probably have taken this guy off because he's not needed for this. And then what we do is we want to bring that colour back up. So remember, we're only using one colour because it's difficult for colourblind people to use more than one colour. More than one shade of the same colour, to be honest, because it's hard. In my Colourblind Wargamer video, I've actually stated why more clearly than I just did just now. But it can get hard working with shades. So then what you want to do is, on the edge where you haven't put the second coat of wash, is you just want to bring that layer, that bit up just a bit more, just so it comes up to the colour of where the gem was before, as you can see there. So what you've got there is you've got a gradient of three different shades of red, all just using the red and then the wash twice. And I should probably have said at the beginning, this isn't actually a masterclass tutorial sort of thing. It's a very quick and dirty way of getting a gem. Emphasis on quick. With just using a small amount of paints, and it's probably more tabletop standard than anything more. And then just to finish that off, it's just a matter of where you chose as your point of where the light's coming in. You just put a dot of white. I like to put a little bit of a line, and there you have it. So that is, you can see there we've got just the red on that side, and then we've got the gem effect on the other. So let me know what you think. If this is a help to you, that's brilliant. Again, I'd love to hear if this has actually helped you anyway. But that is how I've worked out to do gems in the Colourblind way. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.